Brand new series on Prime, September the 5th. It's called Dish It Out. And today I have aspiring chef Tilly Ramsay. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I've already seen a couple episodes, but tell our audience what this is all about.
So, this is a really exciting show that hopefully makes cooking feel accessible to loads of people. I'm kind of stepping out from my dad's shadow and basically just having a fun time, learning new recipes, using new ingredients, and I'm really excited to share it.
You know what? Recipes, new ingredients. The one thing I really enjoyed about your show was more than anything else was watching these boxes come in and what to expect in the boxes. Talk about that a little bit.
So having the boxes, there's a great element of surprise. I'm opening them, I'm seeing ingredients that I've never used before. Some of them I hadn't heard of, some of them I'd been dying to use and try. And it was just a really cool way to feel like you're traveling around the world, but in the comfort of your own kitchen. And it was a really special thing, actually. And it was super exciting, having amazing guests. I had the best time.
Speaking of guests, we don't want to give too much away. Just tell us about a few of your guests that you're going to have on.
Okay, so firstly, I had both my parents on, which was really exciting, my mum and my dad. Two very different episodes, they both bring different energy. One's a lot calmer than the other, my mum. And then, and then there were some really cool people. Frankie Grande was amazing. Honestly, everyone was so much fun, brought so much energy and passion, and there was a real mix of, some people could cook, some people, always wanted to cook, some people wanted to learn new things or teach me family recipes, and that was such a nice mix to have.
Speaking of recipes, out of these surprise boxes that you've gotten, which one was the best that you really enjoyed?
Oh, I don't want to give too much away, but some of the best ones I found were with ingredients that I'd never used before because the flavors were new, the recipes were new. But then also something that I thought I knew, like a classic dish with different ingredients and other people's recipes. It's really fun seeing people's twists because, we can all make a bolognese one way, but everyone has a little secret and something special that they add. So learning people's tips and tricks was very great.
Speaking of tips and trips and learning recipes and doing your own thing, you've been with your dad for a long time in the kitchen side by side. What have you learned from him and what have you incorporated in your own?
Oh, I've learned so much from my dad. One thing especially is just to not give up. I've seen him make mistakes in the kitchen. He's seen me make a lot of mistakes. And he actually doesn't love to call it mistakes. He's like, this is learning. You just learn from this. How are you going to make it better? And I think that's a really nice thing for people to hear because sometimes when you're trying a recipe that's slightly more challenging, you might feel like defeated if it doesn't go your way the first time. But it happens to everyone. And I think what's great on this show is we definitely didn't try hide mistakes at all. You see me do things wrong, you see things smash. I'm very clumsy as well. And it's just like, yeah, I learned from him to just keep persevering, and that's when you really get the results.
Speaking of which, I enjoy breakfast more than anything else. What's your favorite meal to fix during the day?
I do love a good breakfast, especially when I've got time in the morning to do a proper, eggs, avocado. But there's just something really special to me about dinner time. And I think it just reminds me of like the best times with family, friends, when everyone's had a busy day doing their own thing and you're sat enjoying a meal and catching up about the day.
You said family and friends. So there's something I kept thinking about watching this whole show the whole time, Tilly. When I make breakfast in the morning, it always reminds me of my grandmother because my grandmother could pick up bacon with her hand and flip it over. I can't do that. I can't do that at
Me
all.
neither.
No. So what inspires you? What do you feel? Do you feel mom and dad when you're cooking sometimes? Or do you feel any of your relatives or any inspiration there?
My nan is also a very good cook, my dad's mum, and I think back to the days when maybe I'm slightly under the weather and she does this amazing chicken soup. So every time I do that, I think of her, and it kind of brings you back to that like comforting time when maybe you've got a bit of a sore throat and she's made you this bowl. And yeah, I love getting inspiration from lots of places. My mum and dad are huge inspirations for me, but even now with social media and be able to watch people and follow them, I think it's a really cool place to, see excitement and passion for food.
Speaking of cool places to see excitement and passion for food, you gotta watch Dish It Out on Prime Video, starting premieres on September the 5th. Tilly, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend and sharing with us. I love the mystery boxes.
Thank you for having me.